Hi everyone, it's Terry here sharing another process video for Lollipop Box Club. I'm using the Sprinkle Joy November kit. I've pulled everything out of the cardboard box that it came in and I've got it out on my desk. I love to get it all out so I can see exactly what I've got to work with. I'm just going through things, opening and working out what I might want to use for this layout. And in the crafty zine, in this kit, there is a fantastic sketch that I decided to use for my layout. So I'm just having a quick flick through so I can see exactly what I've got to start playing with and to get some ideas. So I'll put that all to one side and then I can get started on my layout. So as I mentioned, I'm going to use the sketch which is in the crafty zine. So Lisa makes these little magazines that go in the kits, and you can see on the left hand side there is the sketch that I'm going to use for my layout. So it has kind of blocks of colour or squares of patterned paper or paint or whatever you want to create on the right hand side, and then a title to the bottom left. So I'm using some white Swiss stock cardstock in white, and what I've done is I have cut some squares of patterned paper that are going to create the basis of my layout, so they're going to go in a kind of shape on the right hand side of the layout, so in a bit of a grid design. And what Lisa has suggested you could do is you could have some of the squares as photos, but what I decided to do is use a couple of the die cut squares and also some patterned paper, and then I'm going to just add my photos on top. So I've used the sketch as inspiration, but you can quite easily go off piste and pull in your own ideas. So I've carefully stuck down the middles of these square pieces of paper, and now I'm going to add some paint around the edges on the background, just to kind of make it not quite so square and bold, so it gives it a little bit of a softer edge. I'm using these Cambella paints, and I think these are called Brain Freeze, so they're very glittery, bold colours. I absolutely love these watercolours, these handmade watercolours. So I'm just using all the three colours because they match the layout that I'm using, and the patterned papers are beautifully coloured as if they were to match perfectly. So like I said, I'm just going around the outside of those patterned papers just to kind of soften the edges and give them kind of a bit of a halo before adding some sprinkles of and splatters of the paint as well. So I've chosen to use black and white photos because I feel like that really will make them pop off the layout, and I have kept them attached in one kind of strip as well. So I'm just going through the patterned paper and working out if there's any that I can use as a mat for these photos. I'm just having a quick look at all the different bits that I've got to play with. So I've got some stickers and some die cut pieces, and also some tiny little buttons, and those bright blue star kind of tickets as well. I'm just using this white star patterned paper to mat my photo onto, and then I'm going to use some of these words on the strips and I'm going to cut them out individually so that I can use them on my page. So we've got one that says happy times, making memories and quality time. So this will pull in some of the reds that are in the patterned papers, because I've mostly gone for the greens, the pinks and the blues at the moment with those paints. So I'm just adding it up on foam pads to my layout. Just gives it a bit more dimension and makes it stand off the page a bit. So I'm just going through and adding a few stickers here and there, and tucking things underneath my photo. I'm just going to add that giant kind of die cut heart to the bottom right hand corner of my photo, and then I just want to kind of replicate that with this green one in another area of the layout. So by layering over die cut pieces or stickers over patterned paper and onto the background cardstock, it stops it kind of floating, and makes it and grounds the area that you've placed those items. I'm going to add those word phrases even up on foam pads. I'm just working out where I'd quite like to put them. So I do like quite a bit of dimension on my layouts, although that doesn't make for thin scrapbooks, unfortunately. So I'm going to use this die cut word happy as part of my title, and then you'll see a bit later on I do pull out some more of those phrases from the patterned paper, because I quite like the one that says happy little moments, and I think that works really well for this title, because these are just photos from when we went to the Rugby League World Cup last weekend. And then I'm just going through now the sticker sheet and working out what I want to put where. So Mrs. Brimbles has designed this kind of slightly festive designed sticker sheet, but also not glaringly obvious, so you can use it for some festive layouts but also non-festive things like this layout. So, and you'll see my next project with the kit is actually a festive inspired layout. So I'm just going through all the die cut pieces, working out what I might want to put where before finishing this layout, and actually there's not a huge more to add. Just added a few of those tiny buttons, and I'm just adding some strips of this kind of sprinkled metallic washi tape here and there. So this layout is done. I'm just going to add my journaling to the section where it says today, and I've just added the close-up photos now for you to see. Thank you for joining me on YouTube today. Don't forget to check out the links below if you want to find out more about Lollipop Box Club and to find more inspiration from the design team. Bye for now.